How's it going, Taurus? It's Robin here. Thanks for joining me on Aries Fire Tarot today. So I'm doing a bonus reading for March 2022, and I'm using this Eye of the Tiger spread. So this is going to ask how to align more with bravery in your life, how to be a bit more wealthy in your life, and how to create your own luck. Okay, so this is going to be a timeless reading. Anytime you happen to find it, the energy is available for you. This is going to be for Taurus in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I will be using the Crystal Visions Tarot card deck to do this for you, okay? So I'm just going to focus on the first card right now. And this is going to ask how Taurus can be more brave, okay? So let's have a card for that. We do have the Temperance card. Okay, so this is getting a little bit more adjusted in the way that you see and you feel things and how you think about things, okay? Just to bring a little bit more stillness into any potential reactivity, okay? So Temperance is very calm, cool, and collected. And because you guys are represented by a bull, and have you ever seen a bull? I have seen them, okay? And they can be very sedate, but they can also be very aggressive, okay? So it's finding sort of the midline in there so that you don't ever lose your wits. So you're always calm, cool, and collected, okay? So this is a very interesting card for you guys. I'm just going to amplify that a little bit. I mean, it's just saying to find your center and find your balance a little bit better, because it's hard to appear and behave in a brave way if you're overwhelmed with any sort of an emotion, okay? Because when your emotions start to speak, it's like your intelligence drops a couple of octaves, okay? Or it just, you know what I mean? It's like sense and reasons tend to depart when there's an overwhelming emotion, especially if it is going to be an angry one, okay? So let's clarify out the Temperance for you guys. This is the King of Cups, and this is just saying to like be all over your emotions with checks and balances. This is a very powerful, like this is the energy that it just sort of emanates, that everything is going to be fine no matter what is going on in your life, okay? So if you can like find some way to, okay, well, this is a tough situation, but I'm going to be okay regardless because I'm in control of the way that I think and the way that I react to things, okay? So that could be a very key element. If you look at somebody and they're having some sort of a meltdown, like it doesn't reflect on them very well, and you could think sort of, well, they're just not in control, okay? So there is a little bit more of a need to control the way that you react to things so that you can be perceived in a different way, like to really let that calm side of the bull face outwards, okay? And deal with anything sort of more on a private level, like to yourself, and always tell yourself that everything is going to be okay. So let's see how to be more wealthy in your life, okay? So we do have the Page of Wands here. So the Page of Wands, it's a message, it's a divine inspiration from your guides. What steps do I take next? This is the forward moving action of your life, okay? So when you're bubbling over with emotions, these messages can be very difficult to hear because your team in spirit, your guides, your angels, their messages are so subtle that you might not be catching them if you weren't telling yourself, hey, I've got this, you know, with your bravery, everything is going to be okay. And that's a certain level of self-assuredness that tempers itself into bravery when you're like, everything is fine. No matter what my circumstances look like, everything is fine and I've got this, okay? So that can really lower sort of rampages going on in your head and allow you to tap into your inner knowing about what steps to take next when it comes to being wealthy, okay? So You got to really collect yourself there, Bull Gang, okay? So let's have another card. I'm going to clarify that. Okay, so I'm seeing here where you guys could be telling yourself that everything is an uphill battle, okay? But here's the message that I'm getting for you guys is that it could be a bit of a tall climb. It could be way more stairs on your journey than you thought that you would have to step up on. But the journey could be grueling and arduous, but the view is amazing from the top, okay? So it looks like you guys are very, very close to getting to where you want to be, which is what the 10 of Wands indicates. It's the journey of moving through all these actions in your life and getting to the point where you could be feeling a certain level of maybe you don't care anymore, or you're just like, I don't know where I'm going to get the strength to move on. But if you just keep on going, you're almost there, okay? You're almost where you want to be, okay? So really tap into the energy of the King of Cups when it comes to showing your emotion to other people. What you do in your own time to talk yourself off a ledge is one thing. But when you are in front of other people, interacting with other people, there is a sort of facade that needs to be developed, okay? So that you can really be that, just that power of the bull and show that to other people so that you develop this sort of vibration in the collective of how you want to represent yourself. And then that will be reflected back onto you and you can absorb that, okay? And it'll give you a little bit more energy to keep going up this hill that could presently seem insurmountable to you. But with the 10, the cycle is almost over. The cycle of maybe not getting the clues from your team and spirit about your potential wealth sources, okay? But once you get your emotions like really on point, you should be able to tap into those very, very readily. And how to make your own luck. You've got the Knight of Cups, okay? So this is an invitation coming in. I'm just seeing where you guys are not able to receive this. You could be like really practically minded, okay? And as an earth sign, this is a very like balanced and centered energy. So there could be some sort of an evasion of like really trusting in things like luck and things like turning out for you. There seems to be some sort of a barrier for you guys to be in like the mode where you can receive things. So many of you could be asking the universe for things and not receiving them because there is this sort of misalignment with that, you know, maybe other people's perception of you and feeling exhausted from the journey of seeking wealth, okay? But it all hinges into, are you able to receive as much as you give? And for an example, like, are you the type of person that is always doing for other people? Do you turn down compliments from other people? Like, oh no, that's ridiculous. So you're just saying that. Like if somebody wants to pick up a lunch tab, are you always like, no, I have to pay for this? You're kind of telling the universe that you really don't need anything from it. And that could be getting in the way of where you are on your journey and why it could be taking so long to really tap into any sort of material wealth, because you're denying luck coming in for you with this Knight of Cups, okay? So there's an offer coming in, and usually the Knight of Cups, he has this cup way out in front of him, extending it out to you, Taurus, but it's really close here. So it seems like all these offers that are tied into luck, oh, that was a lucky break, that was a lucky streak, I bought the lucky ticket. It's because you're just kind of in a denial that you have to provide everything to everybody and be all sources. It could be a little bit of a pride thing as well, or an expectation thing that other people expect you to do that. But maybe give other people the grace to give to you every now and again. And you should see your luck really change with that and see offers pouring in once you make a couple of adjustments, okay? So kind of an intense reading for you guys. So I'm going to let that go for now and wishing you guys peace and love. Bye.